Hello, American football fans. Welcome to NFL UK Ops Live. We're here today to watch and have a watch along of the Chiefs. The 4-2 Chiefs visit the 3-3 49ers. We're looking forward to that very interesting game, a Super Bowl 54 rematch. Christian McCaffrey, the headlines are Christian McCaffrey will play for the 49ers today. So let's have a look into that game today. Before we do that, just remember, fight that subscribe button like Gronkowski and hit that like button like Henry. And thank you for all of your support as always. Okay, so let's have a look at today's game. So what we want this stream to all be about is by people discussing the game, today's game, discussing how their team has gone on today as well. So first question is just to ask where you're watching the game from, who you've been watching today, and who your team is. Just let us know down in the comments. Okay, and we'll share those. We'll have a discussion about how your team's got on today. Again, some very interesting matchups that have happened in the earlier games. We've ended up with some shock results, as always. The predictions have been very, very difficult, always very difficult at the start of the season, but they seem to just continue on going that way at the moment. So again, we've got the Buccaneers that have been absolutely manhandled by the Panthers today. And so that's meant that, again, that's let us down with the predictions. And the Panthers, who we have completely ruled out after the trade with McCaffrey, after losing Robbie Anderson, trade rumours were swirling around the fact of DJ Moore could be on his way, potentially to the Packers. You know, Brian Burns as well. The rumours today have said that apparently the Panthers have turned down 2 first-round draft picks as an offer today to keep Brian Burns in Carolina. And so our first person watching today, so Kevin Cowler, thank you very much for joining us. So watching from Gateshead, a big Bills fan. Okay, so no match for me this week, but been watching the Washington game. So what have you seen from the Washington game? I mean, I've got the game on at the minute on Red Zone. I mean, Packers got out in front early from the defensive turnover. But again, it's been a massive struggle for Aaron Rodgers and that offense. They really, really need a boost from somewhere. And Washington have played fairly well. I mean, just let us know what you think, Kevin, of what you've seen from the game. So we've also got Beth Kelly, big fan of the show. So thank you very much for joining us from Doncaster, who is a big Baltimore Ravens fan. So the Baltimore Ravens have managed to just about pull off the division win today against the Cleveland Browns. Very tight game in the end, and they came out on top 23-20. So back to winning ways for the Baltimore Ravens. So as we've just watched, us at the moment watching the Red Zone, the Packers have just scored a touchdown, so they've just pulled it back to 23-20. So another very, very close game. Now they just need to obviously get a stop and hopefully get the ball back for themselves. They have got all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to get that stop, get the ball back to Aaron Rodgers, and hopefully have a chance to go down the field to at least tie it to take it to overtime. So we'll see. Yes, Kevin said, really good to see Washington starting to play well again. Such an iconic team. Yeah, because it was very interesting to see how it was going to go, because obviously they've gone back to Heineke again, quarterback, who played a lot last season. Has done a decent job through the turnover early in the game, but seems to have fought back well in the game now. So we'll see if he can get the team over the line. So we've just got Crosby that's going to be taking the extra point. And that's gone through. So it's now 23-21 to the Washington Commanders. There's about 3.5 minutes left in that game. So we'll see if they can get over the line in that one. So another game that's going on at the moment as well. We've got the New York Giants against the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3.5 minutes left in there. The Giants are winning 20-17. And the Giants have the ball, 1st and 10. Really good run there by Saquon Barkley, who's been in top form this season. It's good to see him back in top form. Okay, so we've also got Cheryl joining us as well. Hi, Tom. Love the show, especially Mr. Irrelevant. So shout out for Andy. You'll be loving that. So seriously, though, it's absolutely fab. So thank you very much. I'm a Dolphins fan from South Yorkshire. The Dolphins, who obviously got off to a fantastic start to the season, have had a bit of a downturn, especially since Tua's injury. But you'll be obviously excited with the fact that he is back playing tonight against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So hopefully for Dolphins fans, you'll be able to get them back on track. So thank you very much for joining us, Cheryl. And we also have Sally. As an NFL newbie, really looking forward to tonight. After seeing Big E on NFL UK Ops, we'll be following the Finns. So another Dolphins fan. Again, their game is later on tonight as the late game, where they are playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And again, hoping to get back on track. Now they'll have Tua back and hopefully getting that offense rolling again. So thank you very much for joining us as well, Sally. Thank you. Okay, so I think just while the Giants look like they're going to hold on in this game, they're now in the red zone. And the clock's going to go down to the 2-minute one. They're in the red zone, 3 points up, and the Jaguars only have one timeout left. So it looks like the Giants are going to get a win in that one to improve to 6-1, which is absolutely shocking. I mean, who saw a 6-1 Giants coming? I mean, the division, the NFC East, is looking absolutely loaded from absolutely nowhere. You know, you've got obviously the undefeated Eagles at 6-0. The Cowboys, now they've got Dak back, will be hoping to push on as well. And the obviously now, hopefully for the Giants, 6-1 Giants. We've now obviously also got the Washington Commanders as well, hoping to get the win against the Packers and finish that one. So such a loaded division in the NFC East. Okay, so just we'll start talking about today's game, the game that we're going to be watching, the 49ers and the Chiefs. Okay, so they've announced the inactives for today's game. Okay, so we've got the inactives list. We've got for the Chiefs, Ronald Jones, running back, Shane Buchele, okay, which is the backup quarterback, Nazir Johnson, Rashad Fenton, Mike Danner, and Joshua Kindo. And for the 49ers will be absolutely delighted to hear that Christian McCaffrey will be playing in today's game after that blockbuster trade this week with the Carolina Panthers. But also, they also have key parts back on defense. So they've got Nick Bosa back and Williams back as well. So they are looking much stronger on offense and defense and hopefully going to get that offense rolling again with a kickstart from McCaffrey. Rumors have it that he's going to be getting around 20 snaps today, mainly with the red zone packages. So hopefully we'll see plenty of McCaffrey and see what he can do with this 49ers team. Okay, so we've also got Eliza that's joined us today. Hi, Tom. Loving the show so far. Thank you very much, Eliza. You guys are brilliant. We really appreciate your support. Can't wait to see the channel grow. So, yeah, again, thank you so much to everybody that is watching our show, coming on live to discuss the game today. Liking, subscribing, sharing. We really, really appreciate it. It's something that we've had an idea of doing for a while and wanted to give it a go this season. So thank you so much for everybody that has joined in, commented, shared. We really appreciate it, and hopefully we can keep it growing as we go forward. So, talking about Christian McCaffrey, obviously that's a big talking point for this week, and the blockbuster trade and the amount of picks and things that the Panthers the 49ers gave up to get Christian McCaffrey. I mean, we've released a video today, our new episode, which is focused on the Christian McCaffrey trade, the biggest winners and losers. So make sure, if you haven't already, please check that out. And we give our opinions on what we believe were the biggest winners and losers of that trade, and whether McCaffrey was worth giving up all of that draft capital. It's left 49ers in a bit of a tough situation moving forward with the limited amount of picks they've got in next season's draft. And it's looking like they're sort of going all in over the next couple of years to get back to the Super Bowl and get that championship. But please let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on the Christian McCaffrey trade. So do you think he was worth giving up? It only seemed that there was only two teams really in for him in the end. The Panthers wanted a first-round draft pick. No team could really offer him that wanted McCaffrey. It came down to the division rivals of the 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And the best that they could do was what the 49ers did give up to get McCaffrey. Obviously, in our opinion, the problems with that is that it puts the team in a must-win situation now. It's putting a lot of pressure on the 49ers to get that win, get back to the Super Bowl, get the Super Bowl win. McCaffrey's got a big injury history. Noted, he was a massive workhorse with the Carolina Panthers, and so he will be used more sparingly, more tactically with the 49ers. So hopefully they can keep him fit. I mean, they don't want a situation where he's added to an injury list that seems to have been plaguing the 49ers over the last couple of seasons. So hopefully they can keep him fit because he'll be an instrumental part of that offense. The weapons that the 49ers now have on offense, Deebo Samuel, utility man, wide receiver, running back. You've got, obviously, Trevor Kittle, tight ends, Brandon Ayuk as well. So they've got plenty of weapons on offense to scare teams. So hopefully they can get that ball rolling, because they have struggled over the past few weeks to score points, and which resulted in a really shock loss last week against the Atlanta Falcons. So hopefully they can keep that going. They will hope that the defense will be improved now. They've obviously got Nick Bosa back and Williams back as well. They're going to need it. The high-powered Chiefs offense is very formidable. So we'll see if they are able to get to Mahomes and stop him today. So Kevin's opinion on that. So short term could be good for the 49ers, but going into next season, they could struggle. I absolutely agree. It really puts so much pressure on this season. They need to dominate. They need to get to the playoffs. They need to make a run in the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl. Obviously, they've got Jimmy G at quarterback, who has alwa's been solid as a quarterback, as a sort of game manager type player at the quarterback position. But it's put so much pressure on. And so next season, when Trey Lance is back, they haven't got as much draft capital to then make moves in the draft to put supporting cast around him. So they're hoping that they do get there this season. I mean, another thing to do with the 49ers is the fact that they've done so well in the past with just plugging running backs into their system and being productive, that it was obviously a shock to them to spend so much draft capital on getting, even though he's an absolute star quality player, he's a difference maker. But could that draft capital be used elsewhere? That's the biggest question in our opinion. I mean, if we turn it on its head and we have a think about the Panthers, I mean, I'd completely written them off. I thought they were in self-destruct mode, going to be trying to trade all their star players. They've already got a mass of draft picks that will hopefully entice for them. Will hopefully entice a big head coach, potentially Sean Payton, which would be massive going back to that division and having to play the Saints twice a season as well. But I was expecting them to tank. I was expecting them to be around getting the first overall pick of the draft next season and having the choice of whichever quarterback they wanted to go with. And they could make so many moves with all the draft picks they've got. However, obviously today they've pulled off the shock victory over the Buccaneers. And I just don't know what's happened with the Buccaneers offense and with Tom Brady. At the start of that game, Mike Evans dropped a wide open, surefire touchdown, completely burned the defense, dropped into his hand and he dropped it. And from that moment on, from what I've seen from watching on Red Zone, is the team just went completely downhill from there. So if you have watched that game, or if you do have a comment on what you have seen from the Panthers today, or is this the final season for Tom Brady? Is this it? I think it's, in my opinion, I think this is it for Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. Does he go somewhere else? At the age that he is now, it's just an extra risk. Obviously, we know about the issues that are happening in his personal life as well. But is this the end of Tom Brady? It'd be such a shame to see him go out with a whimper. I mean, I had the Buccaneers of making it through in the playoffs and making a good run. But the pieces are just not fitting together at the moment. They're not clicking. But it'd just be interesting what the actual issues are and what Tom Brady, what head coach Bowles says after that game, because that is a complete hammering that they've received today at the hands of the Panthers. They've punted in the first half. They punted on every possession, 5 possessions and punted, no points, and only managed to score 3 points in the entire game against that Panthers defense. Admittedly, the Panthers defense is their stronger points, especially with star playmaker Brian Burns. But again, only scoring 3 points against that Panthers team, who looked like they were in a downward spiral, is a shock. So Kim said, absolutely agree with you. You just need to look over the last 3 or 4 seasons to how many really good rookies have come into the NFL. So the Panthers must have an eye on one in the future. Yeah, I'd absolutely agree. But, winning today isn't going to do their cause any good, actually. Winning a game against a division rival as well. I mean, it was good for them to stick it to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. But it's not going to help in terms of getting a better pick. But we'll see going forward as to how the Panthers do end up. Do they trade any more of their star players? Is DJ Moore potentially on the way before the 1st of November trade deadline? Apparently, they've turned down 2. If anyone hasn't already seen, they have turned down 2 first-round draft picks for that star player, Brian Burns. So it'd be interesting to see if that does come out, which team it was that did go in for Brian Burns, and if they can tempt the Panthers to take that moving forward. And so we also have JKT has just put enjoying the show. So thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you just let us know where you're watching the game from, who your NFL team is, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for watching. So we're just finished off watching the Red Zone, and the Washington Commanders actually have the ball back. 4th and 3 with a chance to end the game. Okay, they've taken a timeout. It was 23-21 on the Packers 40-yard line. There's 27 seconds left. The Packers have got no timeouts. So we should see what the Commanders decide to do. And then we've also still got the Giants and the Jaguars going on. The Jaguars have got the ball back. They're down 23-17 with 1 minute left and no timeouts. The Jaguars have got the ball on their own 25-yard line. 6 points down, 1 minute left, no timeouts. We'll see if Trevor Lawrence can bring the team back. Okay, so pass incomplete, so it's 3rd and 10 now on their own 25. 55 seconds left in that game. Something I'd like to do during this show, throughout the entire game, is a shout out or a rant. Okay, so how did your team, if your team have played in week 7, or if you want to talk about how your team are doing this season, if you want to give a positive shout out for your team and why, make sure you type it down in the comments. Or if you want to have a rant at how your team's performed today, Buccaneers, then please type it in your comments and let us know how you're feeling after today, how you're feeling your NFL season is going so far. So give us a shout out or a rant, depending on how your team is doing in the NFL or based on today's game. Just let us know. Okay, so the Packers have got the ball back, 23 seconds left, no timeouts on their own 18-yard line. Oh, okay, so they've managed to get it to midfield. Looks like there's going to be an interception there. They've managed to get it to midfield. They're going to spike the ball at midfield. And they've managed to do that. So they're on their own 45-yard line. 5 seconds left, down by 2 points. Can Rodgers throw a Hail Mary again to pull off the improbable win against the Commanders? While we are waiting for the final play. So we've got the final play coming up here of the Packers and Commanders. 45-yard line, 5 seconds left and 2 points down. What magic has Rodgers got? He's thrown it short. We're moving around, passing it around, and the ball's on the ground. And it's still going. And it's still moving around. This would be an absolute miracle if they pull this off. And it's still live. The ball is still live. And that looks like a forward pass. And the game is over. Well, one of the longest plays in terms of time going. And the Commanders have pulled off the win against the Green Bay Packers. Unbelievable. There is a flag, but I think that's a flag for forward pass. We'll find out. And it's a penalty on the offense. So that game is over. So the Commanders have somehow held on against the Packers and beaten the Packers. Oh, and Trevor Lawrence has just thrown an interception. So that looks like that game is over as well. So the Giants are going to improve to 6-1 as well in that division to put pressure on the Eagles at the top of the NFC East. Okay, so let's talk about today's game then. So if you let us know down in the comments, what is your score prediction for today's game between the 49ers and the Chiefs? So our predictions for today's game. So I've got the Chiefs winning a close one, 27-24. Andy has got a big win for the Chiefs, 45-24. And Mark, the Gridiron Guru, who is a 49ers fan, it must be noted, has got the 49ers winning the game in a very close game of 24-23. So let us know what your prediction is for today's game in the comments. Okay, let's switch it over. Okay. That's okay. We've got Kevin who's commented the excellent win for the Commanders. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. It keeps them alive in that division. You know, they can't get too far behind with obviously the Eagles doing so well, the Giants doing so well, the Cowboys have won today as well. So a fantastic win. And, you know, a lot of questions are going to be asked again of the Packers. The offense is just not firing for them this season. There was obviously well-documented issues at the start during preseason. And when Aaron Rodgers was calling out his wide receiver, his rookie young wide receivers for not running the right routes, for not catching the ball. So we'll see if they do make some moves before the trade deadline on the 1st of November at that position, because they need something that's going to kickstart that offense. Okay, so Kevin's also given us his prediction for today's game. So he's got the Chiefs winning 24-17. So again, a close one, but the Chiefs coming out on top. What do you think? So if Kevin, just let us know, what do you think is going to be the difference in today's game? Who's going to be the difference maker? And why have you got the Chiefs winning 24-17? So if you let us know in the comments. Okay, so the game has started with the 49ers in possession of the ball, and it's a run play to start with Wilson. So about a 6 or 7 yard gain there. So it's the 49ers with the ball first. So it's pass, great pass and fantastic catch by star tight end George Kittle there. And the 49ers are moving already over halfway. Christian McCaffrey's just come onto the field as well. Let's see if they hand it off to McCaffrey for his first touch as a 49er. No, it's a fake. Oh, it's an incomplete. Again, looking for George Kittle. Okay, so again, Kevin, who is a Bills fan. Bills are doing really well considering how many defensive players are out, inactive, but the rookies are playing excellent. We have one of the best offensive lines. Absolutely. The Bills, again, are showing that they are the Super Bowl favourites, powerhouse team this season. They're going to take some stopping, that's for sure. Okay, McCaffrey's got his first handoff, and it's a 10-yard gain as a run up the middle. The 49ers crowd are going crazy. Simple toss to the left and a huge gap made by the offensive line for him to run up the middle for the first down. So the ball is on the 40-yard line for the 49ers. And it's back to McCaffrey again. And he's almost made another first down there. Nice spin move. So a great start for the 49ers moving the ball already nearly at the 30-yard line of the Chiefs. So McCaffrey's out. Hand the ball off. Oh, a huge gap again. A massive gap for Wilson to run through there, and they're already into the red zone. A fantastic start for the 49ers here. Fantastic blocking by the O-line there. And McCaffrey's back in. McCaffrey's lined up out wide. Okay, it's catch by Ayuk for about 6 yards. An excellent start. A fantastic start for the 49ers. They'll be hoping to put pressure on Mahomes early. They don't want Mahomes getting the ball, scoring touchdown and getting momentum in the Chiefs' favour. So a fantastic start here. We go into the toss play. It's Deebo Samuel, but he stopped straight away at the line. So that brings up about 3rd and 4 on about the 13-yard line of the Chiefs. Just bringing up a stat there. 5 straight games of 100+ scrimmage yards for McCaffrey. He is some player. So here we go. Can the 49ers convert? Oh, and he's dropped it. And Brandon Ayuk had it in his hands under pressure, but he has dropped it. And so it's now 4th and 3. Okay, it looks like the 49ers have decided to make a field goal attempt here. So veteran kicker Robbie Gould, which is pretty much a chip shot from here. 29 yards. And it's through. So the 49ers have got on the board first. 3 points. Really, really impressive start to the game, especially in the run game. They're making huge holes in that Chiefs defense. And we've got Mark joining as well. It's a great show, guys, as usual. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for checking out this show and for your support on all of our other episodes as well. We really appreciate it. And for anybody else who hasn't already, today's episode's focused on that McCaffrey trade, that blockbuster Christian McCaffrey trade this week between the 49ers and the Panthers. So let us know your opinions on that. Was it a good move for the 49ers and for the Panthers? Did one team come out better out of that? Just let us know down in the comments. So at the start of the game, I asked Kevin why he'd picked the Chiefs 24-17. So he said it has been Mahomes who want to prove something after last week, as he was picked off by the Bills and didn't look like he has in the past. Okay, so obviously Mahomes, we know he's an absolute playmaker. 17 touchdowns to 4 interceptions this season, but he's a winner. He's just like Tom Brady. You know, Josh Allen, they don't like to lose. Okay, so especially not 2 in a row. So we expect a bounce back game from Mahomes. That's why I have the Chiefs winning this one. So we'll see if Mahomes can do it. Okay, so Mahomes' first play from the 25-yard line. And it's a run up the middle for a couple of yards. See what the Chiefs do on second down. Just throw out to Hardman for about a 4-yard gain. Let's bring up about 3rd and 4 on the 30-yard line for the Chiefs. See if the Chiefs can convert or the 49ers can make the Chiefs go 3 and out on their first possession. Look, there seems to be some sort of confusion in the Chiefs' backfield. So, and it looks like it could be an interception for the 49ers with pass over the middle. It looked like it was bobbled. Let's have a look. Okay, it looked like it was 49 that bobbled it up in the air, and a great diving interception. So that puts the 49ers in fantastic position. Really well read by the 49ers defense there, and an excellent interception. And we were just talking about Mahomes not throwing a lot of interceptions and playing better, and right on cue, he throws an interception. Really well played by the defense there. And now the 49ers have got the ball in excellent field position with a chance to put more points on the board, which is absolutely crucial, as we know, when playing a team led by Mahomes. So it's 1st and 10 on the Chiefs' 34-yard line for the 49ers. There's a handoff. So it looks like about a 3 or 4 yard gain for Davis Pierce there. So 2nd down and 7 for the 49ers on about a 32-yard line. And it's play action. Oh, and a fantastic throw and catch. Deebo Samuel inside the 10-yard line. Off the play action, Jimmy G stepping up, throwing the ball high into coverage, but a fantastic leaping grab by Deebo Samuel there. So it'll be 1st and goal inside the 10. Not seen McCaffrey on this series just yet. Let's run up the middle for a couple of yards there. McCaffrey's just stepped onto the field. You can tell by the crowd. Surely they're going to be looking for McCaffrey here. Surely. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Jimmy G moving around. And he's thrown it, and it's a touchdown for the 49ers. Jimmy G moving around. Managed just about to find space. Loft the ball up for McLeod. And a diving grab. There is a flag. It was personal foul, roughing the passer. So they decline that penalty. And that is a touchdown for the 49ers. Excellent scrambling play by Jimmy G there. Lofting the ball up and well located by McLeod. Fantastic play there. And Gold adds the extra points. So that is 10-0, 10-0 to the 49ers. What a fantastic start for them. So that is a touchdown off of the turnover from Mahomes. It's key to score those points off of turnovers and make them count. And they did there. Excellent. 49ers. So like I've said, offensively, the Chiefs are looking frail. If they lose Kelsey through injury, they're really going to struggle. Absolutely. You know, having lost Tyreek Hill now, all the focus for defense coordinators has to be how to stop Kelsey. But he's still so productive. Somehow, he still finds a way to get open in the middle of the field. He still finds a way to find those spaces and come up with monster gains, especially in the red zone. So we'll see what plans 49ers have for him today. Now, there are rumours as well, obviously OBJ, where he's going to be going. And surely this week that's going to be decided. So Chiefs are one of the teams that are rumoured to be in the mix for OBJ. So we'll see if that does happen as another weapon for Mahomes. You know, the Bills are also rumoured to be in the mix, and the Minnesota Vikings as well. So we'll see where OBJ does end up. He's got to be on a Super Bowl contender. He's not going to come back for anything other than that. So we'll see which team does end up with OBJ in the end. So just to remind people that has joined us that weren't here from the beginning, if you have got something positive to say about your team for this season or for how your team has done this particular week, then give your team a shout out, give us your reason why. Or if your team, like the Buccaneers, have had an absolute nightmare today, not having the best season, then feel free to have a rant in the comments as well. Tell us what's gone wrong. What's gone wrong with the Buccaneers, what's gone wrong with your team this season, and how you're going to turn it around. So please just let us know down in the comments, and we'll share and we can discuss. And of course, as aptly named by one of the players today, George Kittle, it's National Tight Ends Day. And so we've got two premier tight ends playing today, and obviously George Kittle and Travis Kelce, who we previously just mentioned. But so who, in your opinion, is the greatest tight end of all time? So if you let us know in the comments who you believe is the greatest tight end. Is it somebody that's still playing today? Is it somebody from the past? Let us know who you think is the greatest tight end of all time. Let's kick off to the Chiefs. And a decent return there. Okay, so Chiefs starting 1st and 10 on their own 27-yard line. And as we've just been talking about Travis Kelce, National Tight Ends Day, it's a 9-yard reception there. Just somehow manages to find the space. Just one of those plays you just don't know whether to put a cornerback, a safety, a linebacker. Who do you put on him? And it's a handoff on 2nd and 1. I'm not sure that he got there. No, he didn't. So it's 3rd and inches. Chiefs really need this one. They cannot afford to go 3 and out from here. Seems to be massive confusion on the Chiefs sideline. And they've called a timeout. Not sure what happened there. Kelsey running off, offensive lineman running on, running off. So we're looking at less than 3rd and 1. And it's timeout. So just talking about on the topic of OBJ and which team he's going to end up on this season. So Kevin, as a Bills fan, it says the Bills will have an advantage if they want him because of Von Miller. Obviously, Von Miller playing with OBJ last season for the LA Rams. I mean, Kevin, do you want OBJ? Do you think that the Bills need OBJ? Or do you think with the weapons that they already have at wide receiver that they've got enough? So let us know, Kevin, what do you think? So just while we're on a break for the timeout, who do you think is the biggest surprise team this season? So it could be for a positive, okay, but it could be for a negative standpoint as well. So who has been the biggest surprise team this season? I mean, if I'm talking from a surprise standpoint, obviously the Giants that seem to have come from nowhere under a very good new head coach in Daboll. But I think nobody was expecting the Giants to find themselves at 6 and 1 at this point in the season. I mean, he was talking about the fact that this is a huge season for Daniel Jones. But having Saquon Barkley back and Saquon Barkley playing so well has obviously really helped that team. And so it'd be very interesting to see how far the Giants can actually go. They've sort of started to work their way into the reckoning of the top 10 power rankings. I think people have been holding off for a long time now of putting them into that top 10 power rankings because they're waiting for them to slip up at some point. But at the moment, they've proven everybody wrong and they just keep on winning. So here's that Chiefs 3rd and short. Nice to pass out to, surprise, it's Kelsey. Oh, it's a leap. And an excellent play there. Excellent play by the Chiefs there. Well called play action. Kelsey sneaked out. All the 49ers got stuck in the middle. It's one of those plays that sometimes gets called. And so the Chiefs are now in the 49ers half. Oh, poor pass by Mahomes there. That could have quite easily been intercepted. So here we go, 2nd and 10. There you go, great pass. And well held onto by Mecole Hardman there. All right, it's a 1st down for the Chiefs. Moving the ball nicely. Great sidearm pass by Mahomes. The ability to throw the ball so many different ways, such a talent. And they're now at the 20 inside the red zone. Mahomes still got the ball. He throws it out of bounds. So I'll bring up second down just inside the red zone for the Chiefs. Let's see, second down from Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. It's a handoff for about a 5-yard gain for Edwards-Helaire. So it'll be about 3rd and 5 inside the red zone. So the Chiefs will hopefully want to punch it in here to get back into this game. They were wanting 7, not 3. Here we go. Ball snapped. Thrown into the end zone to Kelsey. And he somehow caught it and just held it over the line. There is a flag. There is a flag. Let's see what this is. Okay, so it's offsetting penalties, so they'll replay that down. So it's still 3rd and 4 inside the red zone. Almost a touchdown catch there for Kelsey on National Tight Ends Day. Such a weapon inside the red zone. And I'm sure that Mahomes is going to be looking for him again here. We'll have a look. Fights off 2 defenders. Says, get off me, and holds the ball over the end zone line there. So we'll try again. 3rd and 4. Ball snapped. Looked underneath. And they've just about made the first down there, Smith-Schuster, but there is another flag. We'll see what this flag is. Okay, it was offside again from Bosa. Nick Bosa trying to get a jump. That's 2 penalties in the space of 2 plays there on Nick Bosa. Lined up just a bit too far past the line there. Here we go. 1st and goal for the Chiefs on the 8-yard line. Ball snapped. And it is touchdown for Mecole Hardman. Excellent. Well, the Chiefs do so well there. Okay, snap to Mahomes as Hardman is making the motion across. Just a little toss to him and a sweep across. Finding the space. Excellent blocking by the Chiefs there. And finds a way into the end zone. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so we've got the extra point pending. And it is through. So that brings the Chiefs back to within 3. So it is now 10-7. But excellent response there for the Chiefs. Just what they needed. I mean, this game's got a shootout written all over it. So Sally earlier, who says that she is a Dolphins fan, has now said might start following 49ers after watching this. Well, the Chiefs now pulled it a bit closer, Sally, so might not want to jump allegiances just yet. And going back to earlier, we were talking about OBJ. So I asked Kevin whether, as a Bills fan, whether he want OBJ to play for that team with an offense that is already loaded, especially at wide receiver as well. So Kevin said, it's a difficult one. Yes, he's a dangerous player, but I think they don't need him. But how could you not take him if you get the chance? And the Giants have been outstanding this season so far. So obviously talking about how the Giants have done, which has shocked almost everybody with the record they have at 6-1. Currently very high up in terms of their record in the NFL. So OBJ, obviously a very talented receiver that most teams would want. You just don't want to upset the apple cart with certain players, though. You don't want OBJ coming in and all of a sudden, passes aren't thrown certain players' way. You've obviously got a big player in Stephon Diggs at the Bills, Gabriel Davis as well. Do you need OBJ coming in? Is he an extra piece that can make a difference, or is that going to upset players? I don't know. But if you are taking OBJ, you're stopping somebody else, potentially another rival, from getting OBJ. So again, that's something to consider as well. We'll be very interested to see which team he does pick. He will get a choice, that's for sure. And so we've got Wes that's also joined us today. So I asked, because today is National Tight Ends Day, as aptly named by George Kittle, who's played in today's game. I asked who the best tight end in the game has been, who the greatest of all time. So Wes says, best tight end for me has to be Iron Mike Ditka, an absolute fantastic player, obviously, and coach as well. So Wes, if you just let us know where you're watching the game as well and who your favourite team is, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But thank you so much for your comments and thank you so much for joining us today. Okay, so we've got the kickoff for the Chiefs, kicking back to the 49ers now. And it's returnable. And he gets back to about the 23-yard line. And that's where the 49ers will be starting from. But absolutely fantastic game so far. Exactly what I hope for and what especially the neutrals would have hoped for here. It's got to say, it's got a shootout, a very tight, close game written all over this one. And so that's what we'll be hoping for moving forward. I see McCaffrey is back in the backfield. He's now split out wide. That's a poor throw by Jimmy G there. That'll be 2nd and 10. So here we go, 2nd and 10 for the 49ers. We go toss play. Decent hole, but only a 2-yard gain there for the 49ers. It's better run defense there by the Chiefs. On that first series, the 49ers were making huge holes. So here we go, 3rd and 7 on their own 24-yard line for the 49ers. He's found Brandon Ayuk over the middle of the field. And a fantastic gain there. Nearing midfield there. Excellent throw and excellent catch by Brandon Ayuk there. Loads of time to throw the ball as well. Here we go, 1st and 10. On their own 45-yard line for the 49ers. Looks like a false start there. Okay, so it's 1st and 15. It's a handoff up the middle for a decent game up the middle there. About 7 or 8 yards. And that's the end of the first quarter there. So the 49ers lead the Chiefs 10-7 after the first quarter. Really good end-to-end game there. So far, we've obviously started the game with a field goal, Robbie Gold field goal for the 49ers, followed by the Chiefs interception by Patrick Mahomes. A bad throw, well covered by the defense, lofted up, and then well caught on a diving catch. 49ers made excellent use of that and scored the touchdown. A Jimmy G pass to McLeod in the end zone. But the Chiefs have just answered back as well with a toss play to Mecole Hardman in the backfield as well. So it's now 10-7 to the 49ers at the end of the first quarter. And fantastic game, an excellent game. Okay, so just have a look at some of the scores so far from today. So obviously the Thursday night game, the Cardinals beat the Saints. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Browns 23-20. The Panthers shocked the Buccaneers 21-3. Bengals 35-17, got up early there. The Cowboys 24-6 over the Lions. Giants 23-17. Washington 23-21. The Titans 19-10. And current scores 7-3 to the Texans, 7-6 to the Jets. And in our game, the 10-7 to the 49ers. And a surprise score between the Chargers and the Seahawks there, 14-0 to the Seahawks. So, again, it never ceases to surprise the NFL. And it's making picking predictions very, very difficult. I think on Thursday night games at the moment, I think over the last 4 weeks, I think I'm 0-4. Last week in the 14 games, I was 7-7. It's making games very, very difficult to predict, but that's why we love the NFL. We want that parity in there, except obviously you also want your team to win. So we've got the second half just starting. It's throw to McCaffrey out wide, and an excellent catching gain there of about 15 yards. Takes it into Chief territory. It's a handoff to McCaffrey. Oh, and he's made 3 people miss and got a first down. The guy has got skills. There's no doubt about that. It's just about, can they keep him healthy? You've got to find a way to keep him healthy. And he is a difference maker. But is he the difference maker that's going to get them to the Super Bowl and get them over that line? That is the biggest question now. And that's what 49ers need the answer to be yes. Okay. Throw by Jimmy G. Really good catch. Catch by Kittle there. He's made the most of nothing there. So about a 3-yard gain. McCaffrey just coming off. So they are trying to manage the amount of snaps that he is getting. Obviously, he's got to get to know the offense. He's only been with the team a few days. Fourth throw, did that go backwards? It's incomplete, so that'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the 49ers. Bit of an altercation there between Snead and Ayuk. For some reason, Ayuk decided to have hold of Snead's leg. Okay, so 3rd and 7 on the Chiefs' 24-yard line. Jimmy G stepping up. Oh, he's about to go down, and he is sacked. Jones in for the sack there, and that pushes the 49ers back. And it should be a field goal attempt from here. Big Chris Jones there with the pressure, and then backed up by his teammates to get the sack. Just all-out power there from Chris Jones. So we've got a field goal attempt, 50 yards. And it is straight down the middle. So that increases the 49ers' lead to 13-7. Fantastic. Okay, so Kevin, talking about National Tight Ends Day, and I asked you to talk about who you believe is the greatest tight end of all time. So Kevin is going with what I would say a bit of a surprise call as Zach Ertz, always a dangerous player. He's definitely proven that with his time, obviously, with the Eagles and the Cardinals. Again, sort of a pass-catching tight end, a bit in this sort of George Kittle, Travis Kelce sort of mode rather than big blocking tight ends, but has produced very well for the teams that he's been at. So earlier, Wes talked about his favourite tight end being Iron Mike Ditka. And so I asked where he's watching the game from and who his team was. So he says, "Hi, Tom, I'm tuning in from Rotherham, South Yorkshire. Loving the show. Thank you very much, Wes. And your content you put out so far. Really appreciate your support and for watching our videos, commenting, sharing. So thank you so much for that. Eagles fan flying high." And they absolutely are this season. Big, along with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, big Super Bowl favourites and are playing very, very well. Seem to have got the missing piece in acquiring A.J. Brown from the Titans. It's given them that extra piece that they needed on offense. Jalen Hurts playing very well, that defense playing very well. So they're going to take some stopping this season. And Andy has decided to join us, so thank you very much, Andy, for that. Somebody actually complimented you earlier, and I think you missed that. I could watch you all night, Tom, but I can't watch the game because you've got the Game Pass. Well, unlucky. So that'll teach you for going out and watching some folk band instead of watching and joining me with the show, because you could be sat here watching the game with me. But he has asked, because he's been out of folk guitar playing, you have to give me some more information on that, Andy. He's asked me to give a highlight recap at halftime, which I can do. It's been an excellent game so far, end-to-end stuff, no punts so far. Really, really interesting game, and hopefully it continues. Okay, good kick return here, but there is a flag. And Mahomes coming onto the field. In a game that's been pretty well played and dominated by the 49ers, it's just so how dangerous Mahomes can be. He's only 6 points down all of a sudden, even though the 49ers have felt on top in this game. Mahomes and the Chiefs could easily drive down the field here and be 14-13 up. It's just how quickly a game can change. So we'll see what Mahomes and that Chiefs offense have got planned here. Okay, so they'll start 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. They were backed up by the penalty. Nice toss play out to the running back. All right, it's a 5-yard gain there. So I'll bring up 2nd and 5 on their own 15-yard line. Okay, so 2nd and 5 on their own 15-yard line. Let's see what the Chiefs got. Nice quick slant over the middle. Well caught there. Fortson. And it's a 1st down for the Chiefs. So just a reminder, just while we've got a bit of a stoppage in the game, this is NFL UK Ops Live. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for everybody that has subscribed to our channel. If you haven't already, please do. Release daily content, daily shorts, episodes, improving all the time. We're still fairly new, only started at the back end of August. So please subscribe to our channel. Please share with all people that you know that like NFL, and really push it out for us. We would really appreciate that. If you haven't already, please let us know where you are watching the game now and who your team is and a bit about yourself. That'd be absolutely fantastic. We're just trying to obviously create that discussion moving forward as well. So let us know. All NFL fans are welcome on our show. So please share which team it is that you support and join the discussion. Okay, going back to the tight end discussion from earlier. So Andy said that Gronkowski, I think it's Gronkowski, not Gronkowski, but there you go. Funniest tight end ever, he's given it. It's probably my shout as well for actually the best tight end. So dominating. Unfortunately, he came into the NFL with a history of back injuries, and I think that's what has done for him in the end. It's helped having Tom Brady being a guy throwing to him. Would he have lived up to the same status had somebody else been throwing to him? We'll never know. But for me, in terms of a blocker and a receiver, he's second to none. So Gronkowski would be my choice as well. And a bit of information about who Andy's been to see this evening instead of being here watching the game. So Brooke Williams, a good bluesy acoustic guitarist. So if anybody does know Brooke Williams and just like a bit of acoustic guitar, let us know in the comments. And he's asking if there's any pizza. So, yes, halftime is pizza time. That's for sure. So let us know in the comments as well. What's your favourite snack to eat while you're watching the football? So I will definitely be getting the pizza on. I don't know if you're back, Andy, or you're still on your way back, but pizza's definitely on the menu here for halftime. The second half, I've got this nice pepperoni stuffed crust pizza, so I'll look forward to that. Everybody else, if you let us know in the comments what you're going to be eating or what you're already eating. It's thrown by Mahomes to Travis Kelce, but there is another flag. I think it was holding on Kelce anyway, and he still broke free. Mahomes looking at him the entire play and still managed to complete it to him. So decline the penalty. It's 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. On their own 40-yard line. Goes play action pass. And there is another flag as Mahomes going down, throwing the ball into the ground. See who the flag is on. Okay, it's looking like another offsetting penalty, so we're going to replay that down, 1st and 10. It's a handoff. Nice move for an 8-yard gain for the Chiefs there. Nice move by McKinnon. They just come up. The Seahawks have increased their lead now to 17-0 over the Chargers. Snap to Mahomes, 2nd and 1. Oh, he's missed his receiver over the middle. So we're going to be going to 3rd and 1 for the Chiefs. There we go, 3rd and 1. Just inside their own half for the Chiefs. Got to watch Kelce. Oh, he's offside. Free throw for Mahomes here. He's wanting people to go deep. It's incomplete. It was a free play. Mahomes signalling for players to go deep so he could lob it deep. A fair amount of penalties in the game so far. So coaches won't be happy at halftime. Can't keep giving Mahomes these extra opportunities. High formation here for the Chiefs. It's a handoff. Again up the middle for about 3 or 4 yard gain. Okay, 2nd and 6. And a great diving catch for the 1st down by Juju Smith-Schuster there. Great slant, great diving catch. And that moved the change for the Chiefs. So we go 1st and 10. And it's another handoff up the middle. But that's well stuffed by the 49ers defense there. Well played. Second and 9. Good throw, and might just be a first down for the Chiefs, and they have given it to him. Nice throw out wide by Mahomes there. Chiefs moving the ball really well. And this is the danger. This is danger for 49ers for a game that they'll feel like they've played pretty well in. All of a sudden, the Chiefs moving the ball with a chance to actually take the lead. Let's see, 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line of the 49ers. Good run outside. Oh, space. And he's in. Mecole Hardman handoff there. And we have a Chief touchdown. And just like that, we're level. Again, a sweeping move, jet sweep to Mecole Hardman. Goes out wide. Excellent blocking. A line of blockers in front of him. And strolls into the end zone, to be fair, in the end. As now, we've got Harrison Butker out to kick the extra points for all of a sudden the Chiefs to be taking the lead. And that's how quick it can turn. And Butker splits the uprights. And there you go. The Chiefs take the lead 14-13, just like that. And again, just want to mention, anybody that has joined us since was the start of the live stream, if anybody does want to voice how fantastic their team has played today or how fantastic their season their team is having, then make sure you give your team a shout out and give us a reason why. Or if you're on the opposite end of that, if you want a place to moan, if you want a place to rant, this is a place to do it as well. So let us know who your team is and why your team has let you down so bad today or this season, what the problems are and how the team's going to fix it or needs to fix it moving forward. So let us know in the comments. So just checking the scores of the other games at the moment. Okay, so we've got the updated scores there for you. So the games, obviously, that are going across the screen at the bottom there now at the moment are full-time scores from the early games. So wins for the Ravens, Panthers, Bengals, Cowboys, Giants, the Commanders, and the Titans. And at the half at the moment, we've got a tie game at the moment for the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. The Broncos are beating out the Jets 9-7. And our game's obviously 14-13, and the Seahawks are winning 17-7 against the Chargers. So with a kickoff and only a small return there for the 49ers, well covered by the kick team. So here we go, 49ers on their own 14-yard line, handoff up the middle. And that was to McCaffrey. Only a short gain there. That's the shortest gain he's had so far in the game. All of a sudden, the 49ers know that they need something on this possession. McCaffrey's gone out wide. Nice throw over the middle to George Kittle, and it is a first down, about 12-yard gain there for George Kittle. National Tight Ends Day, there's got to be a friendly competition going on between George Kittle and Travis Kelce today, that's for sure. You can see them before the game showing some love to Greg Olsen, who's commentating on the game at the moment. Another fantastic tight end for the Carolina Panthers. So here we go, 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line now, the 49ers. It looks like a false start by the 49ers there. Yeah, it is going to be 1st and 15 for the 49ers now on their own 20-yard line. Got to put something together here. So we go dropping back. Deep ball up for grabs, and it's knocked away. Great coverage by the cornerback there. Looking for Gray. Excellent knockdown. Managed to get his hands in between Gray's hands. Excellent coverage there. Second and 15. Ball snaps. And he's found Kittle wide open over the middle. Fantastic play. 25-yard gain there. I'm telling you, this competition between the tight ends, National Tight End Day, there's got to be a friendly wager between these two. He's going to streak over them straight up the middle of the field, and no one's gone with him. 25-yard gain, as easy as you like. Into Chiefs territory for the 49ers now. And Jimmy G has just found Ayuk over the middle of the field as well for another 15-yard gain. 49ers moving the ball. This is a fantastic game. An excellent game. Hopefully we can make it through without any punts. End-to-end stuff. Exactly what we want, especially as a neutral. Not so much as a 49ers or Chiefs fan, maybe, but as a neutral, it's an amazing game so far. So 1st and 10 on the 29-yard line. All right, so handoff to Deebo Samuel. It's gone wide and gained a couple of yards there. There is a flag, though. So it's now his holding penalties is now going to be 1st and 20 for the 49ers. Let's put them back. 1st and 20 on the Chiefs' 39-yard line. Handoff to McCaffrey up the middle. Somehow managed to find his way for about 4 or 5 yards there. Slammed to the ground. Not what you want to see as a 49ers fan in McCaffrey's first game, that's for sure. And Garoppolo's in trouble and he's been sacked again. Big pressure from both sides on Garoppolo there. And he goes down, losing. He's lost about 6 or 7 yards there. 3rd and 19 now on the Chiefs' 39-yard line. Well, we've got another flag. Oh dear, that's the killer for the Chiefs there. That's giving away 3 yards. Too many men. Nice 3-5 yards for the 49ers there. And it's gone down to the 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning now. 49ers really need points. Even if they can get 3 and stop the Chiefs from scoring for halftime and going 16-14 up or potentially 20-14 up, they'll be pretty happy with that. So as we get towards halftime, I've put a question out there about snacks. Okay, so I know that my halftime snack is going to be a nice pepperoni stuffed crust pizza. Let's have a look at what other people are enjoying for their halftime or their make a football snacks. So what have we got? So we've got Sally, some Cornish pasties. That's a surprise move. Okay, some Cornish pasties. Give us a like in the comments if Cornish pasties are your thing. We did do a video a few weeks ago, an episode about the London Games, and we broke down the top 5 British foods. And Cornish pasties were right up there. Something that we always like to have when we head down to the southwest of England. So Cornish pasties is a shout from Sally there. It's now moved Andy on from pizza now on to pasties, but definitely not Ginsters. Cheryl also says she loves a good Cornish pasty. Great to eat while watching an NFL game. I didn't realise Cornish pasties were so popular while watching NFL, but found something else out today. And his favourite types of pasties, Anne's pasties, very big down in Cornwall. If anyone is watching from down in that area, if you let us know. But do fantastic pasties, Anne's pasties. Okay, so we've got Munsey from Munsey Talks with us. So thank you very much for joining us, Munsey. If you let us know down in the comments as well who your team is, just so we can share with everybody where you're watching the game from, who your team is, a bit about yourself as well. We could also talk about your channel, what you do. So Munsey does a lot of different sports, covers a lot of different sports. So let us know in the comments, Munsey, and I can promote that for you. So we're back from the 2-minute warning in the game. So it's 3rd and 14 for the 49ers. And the ball's being battered down. So it's with 4th and 14 for the 49ers. Can they kick from here? They're going to attempt it. Robbie Gould is coming out. It's a long field goal attempt, this one. Definitely one of the most accurate kickers, Robbie Gould. But has he got the leg to get the ball there on this kick? Let's have a look. 51-yard attempt. It's dead centre. Oh, and it looks like, that could be a killer of a penalty. It looks like a false start on the 49ers. That's going to drive him back 5 yards further. So that's going to make it a 56-yard kick. I'm not sure that Robbie Gould's got the leg for this one. It is as well. It's a 5-yard penalty on the 49ers for a false start. Oh, it was very well played by the Chiefs there. They all sort of did a jumping motion and made one of the 49ers offensive linemen jump. And now we are going to get a punt. So that's my fault. I cursed the game earlier when I said I didn't want any punts in this game because it was going so well. And now we're going to get a punt. So Wisnowski's out for the punt for the 49ers, hoping to pin the ball within the 10-yard line of the Chiefs. And the kick is up. Oh, he's fumbled it. He's bobbled it. Oh, he's bobbled it. He has muffed the punt. He's called a fair catch, reached out, and then muffed the punt. It looks like the 49ers are on the ball as well. And they've declared 49ers are on it. So the 49ers have got the ball on the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Terrible mistake there. Terrible mistake. He's called for the fair catch and then reached out for the ball really low down, muffed it, and then the 49ers player was there to dive straight on it. A clear recovery as well. What a mistake just before halftime and giving the 49ers all the momentum potentially going into halftime. So here we go. 49ers on the 12-yard line in the red zone. Hand off to McCaffrey. Up the middle. Nowhere to go. Completely stuffed. Maximum 1-2 yard gain there. So it's a rookie Sky Moore that fumbled and muffed the punt. But an excellent opportunity now for the 49ers to put a touchdown on the board just before halftime. It's the Chiefs' ball after halftime as well, so they really need to do that. Mahomes will still be hoping to get the ball just before halftime, see if he can put some points on. So there's just over 1.5 minutes left in the game in the first half. Chiefs have got one timeout left. 49ers have got all 3 timeouts. Ball snapped. Play action out wide to Deebo Samuel, who has stepped out of bounds and stopped the clock. I don't think that's what the 49ers would have wanted. They would have wanted to keep that clock moving. So they bring it up 3rd and 3. So now they're giving Mahomes potentially even more time to work with. McCaffrey has just come off the field. They'll be hoping to get a first down here, keep the clock moving. 3rd and 3 from the 10-yard line. Ball snapped. He's backing up. He's lofted the ball up in the air. Oh, what a mistake. It's been intercepted. Oh, what a terrible mistake there by Jimmy G. What an error. He just stepped back under pressure and lofted the ball high up into the air. And he's only just reached the edge of the end zone. What a terrible mistake. And what a let-off for the Chiefs. Well, Sky Moore's got to be feeling much better about himself after that. What a get out of jail that one is. And so now the Chiefs stealing all the momentum going into the halftime. They've got about a minute and a half to work with now for Mahomes and that Chiefs offense to get up the field and put more points on. That could be an absolute killer for the 49ers, especially if Mahomes and the Chiefs can get a touchdown before halftime. Remember, the Chiefs get the ball after halftime as well. The last thing the 49ers want to be doing is going into halftime at 21-13 down, knowing the Chiefs get the ball. What a mistake. So, just while waiting for the game to restart, just going back to our pasty conversation. And so Munsey said, I'm going to Cornwall next week. I'll be eating pasties all week, people. But I know Andy's one of Andy's favourite foods is pasties. I know when we're down in Cornwall all together, then, it's a couple of pasties a day at least. You definitely got to get your fill there. Excellent. Hope you enjoy yourself, Munsey. Now, Andy's put forward, if you didn't already know, Munsey, that Anne's pasties are the very best in Cornwall. So some free advertising there for Anne's pasties. Apparently, special guest appearance from Andy in about 40 minutes. Save some pizza. I don't know if he's joking or not. My pizza's gone in. I'm not sure if I've got enough pizza for you, though. So, we've got people coming across from Blue Harvest Toys. So, thank you very much for joining us. If you let us know in the comments who your NFL team is, where you're watching the game, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So, thank you very much for joining us and showing your support. So, back to the game, just showing a replay. Jimmy G completely backing up, under pressure, and just lofted the ball up in the air. He's barely made the goal line, and it's been picked off easily by the Chiefs. So Chiefs are on their own 6-yard line, 1 minute and 28 to work with, and 1 timeout. Mahomes finds McKinnon for a short game, about 3 or 4 yards there. It's imperative the 49ers have to stop the Chiefs here. The 49ers have got all 3 timeouts. So they've got potential to get the ball back themselves. The Chiefs have taken a surprise timeout here. So 1 minute and 16 left on the clock. 2nd and 8 inside their own 10-yard line, the Chiefs. So 1 minute and 18. They just corrected the clock, 1 minute and 18. Sure, there's going to be some points before the end of the half for one of these two teams, if not both. Seems to be some confusion with spotting the ball at the minute. So here we go. Chiefs on their own 8-yard line, 2nd and 8. Snap to Mahomes. Finds Kelsey. First down and more. Makes 2 players miss, 3 players miss. And a good gain for the Chiefs there. And there's a 49er down, which is going to stop the clock as well. Bonus. Looks like there's a 49er player fairly hurt there. Great move by Kelsey. That's about 20-yard gain there. So getting the Chiefs moving up the field. So thank you to those that have joined us from a previous stream. So thank you, Gilster, who is a Broncos fan. The Broncos that are without Russell Wilson today through a hamstring injury. That might be a good thing for the Broncos at the minute because Russell Wilson certainly hasn't got Broncos country riding at the moment. Really struggling, and they are actually down 10-9 to the Jets at halftime. So, it's down to Brett Ripien today, stepping in for Russell Wilson, but it might give the team just about enough of a kick to overcome the Jets today. We'll have to wait and see. So we've got a fins up from Blue Harvest Toys as well. So as previously mentioned, some fans from the Dolphins. The Dolphins are playing later today against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've got Tua Tagovailoa back after that horror injury with a concussion. So they'll be hoping that they can get back to winning ways after sort of stumbling over the past couple of weeks. They'll be hoping to get a big win over the Steelers later on. There you go, Lobot. I'll give you a chat acknowledgement. So thank you very much for joining the chat. If you let us know who your NFL team is. So we also have another Dolphins fan, who says they're going to be watching them from 1 a.m. So that's fantastic. Again, hopefully Tua can get that offense and that team moving forward again. So fingers crossed that the Dolphins can get, because of big things are expected for the Dolphins this season. Okay, so back to the game. Snap to Mahomes. He's going deep. Excellent throw and catch down to the 30-yard line of the 49ers. And he's found Valdes-Scantling for a huge gain there. The clock is ticking though, no timeouts. 50 seconds left. Ball snap to Mahomes. And he throws it into the ground. Okay, so the Chiefs have got the ball moving up to the 49ers 30-yard line. Great throw and catch. Mahomes to Valdes-Scantling. And the clock has stopped. There's 44 seconds left in the half. So 2nd and 10. Ball lofted up. And another fantastic throw and catch down the sideline. Juju Smith-Schuster for about 15-yard gain there. Back shoulder throw from Mahomes. And completely outmuscled the defender. And that stopped the clock. Stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. 38 seconds left. Ball on the 11-yard line of the 49ers. And over the middle to Kelsey. 5-yard gain. Clock ticking. 30 seconds left. 2nd down on the 6-yard line. Oh, Mahomes dropped the ball on the snap. He's thrown the ball up in the air and he's battered down. 3rd and 5 with 16 seconds left. Okay, so 3rd and 5 from the 6-yard line. 49ers need a big stop here. Ball snapped. Mahomes runs out to the right, running around. And he's found Smith-Schuster in the corner, but there is a flag. Smith-Schuster wide open in the corner. Let's see who this flag's on. And it's on the offense, so it is on the Chiefs. Personal foul chop block. So the touchdown comes off the board. Seems a bit of a tough call, that one. So it's 3rd and 20, and the Chiefs are going to opt to kick a field goal. 39-yard attempt for Butker. And he's missed it to the right. Oh, wow. What a crazy last few minutes. Mistakes by both teams. First a muff punt, then a stupid interception from Jimmy Garoppolo, and now a missed field goal that Butker makes 99 times out of 100. Sliced it to the right. Wow. And after a guaranteed point at the end of this half in the final 2 minutes, it looks like it's probably going to go in 14-13. Be interesting to see which team goes in with most momentum here, because the Chiefs did move the ball really well, but that's an absolute killer of a miss of field goal there. And they've just kneeled down. So that brings us to half-time. The Chiefs lead the 49ers 14-13 at half-time. And so we're just going to have to check the other scores around the league as well. So we've got Las Vegas Raiders up 17-13 against the Houston Texans. hoping to make a run of form now, the Raiders, a team hotly tipped to do well this season. Seahawks beating the Chargers 23-14. Definitely not a score that I predicted in that one. In our game, 14-13 with the Chiefs over the 49ers. And the Jets are still winning 10-9 over the Broncos. So there's your updated score scrolling across the bottom for you. So that brings us to halftime, 14-13 to the Chiefs. And for those of you that have joined us, just remember, please fight that subscribe button like Gronkowski and hit that like button like Henry. That really helps. So thank you very much for everyone that has joined us and watched from the beginning and joined us after your teams have finished. As I've already said, for your teams, everybody is welcome. All NFL fans are welcome. So if you let us know where you're watching the game, who your team is, how your team's doing this season. Are you happy with your team this season? Are you not so happy? Did your team win today? Let us know in the comments and we'll give you a shout out for that and we'll have a discussion. Okay, so going into halftime, before we talk about that first half, just as a bit of a break, I've got a bit of an NFL quiz for you. Okay, so we've got 7 questions that will come up to test your NFL knowledge. You'll have about 30 seconds to answer each, and then it will come up with the answer for you after each question. Okay, so best of luck. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, so welcome back. So how did you do? Let us know in the comments how you did on the quiz. Not an easy one, I admit. Okay, so we've got a fantastic game in store for the second half. Let us know in the comments how you think the game went in the first half. Both teams moved the ball really well, and then we just had obviously a crazy last few minutes. Um, Mistakes, obviously, from both teams. First of all, a crazy decision um, to, first of all, fair catch, which is fair enough, but then to reach out on the ball very low to the ground and the muff punt from Sky Moore. Then we obviously had the silly throw from Jimmy Garoppolo, backing up under pressure and just lofting the ball up into the air, barely making the end zone and intercepted by the Chiefs. The Chiefs managed to move the ball right down the field. Some excellent throws from Mahomes and catches, by the team. But then a missed field goal from Butker, which you expect him to make, 10 times out of 10, sliced it to the right. So it's left the game very evenly poised at 14-13. The Chiefs get the ball after halftime as well. So we'll see how that goes. The 49ers, if they can manage to stop the Chiefs or limit them to at least a field goal maximum in this first possession after halftime, then they'll gain the momentum back, and we're set up for a brilliant second half. So just remember, guys, the stream's open to all NFL fans. So if you are watching the game, let us know where you're watching the game from, who your team is as well, how your team's gone on today. Are you happy with how your team's performing this season? Let us know in the comments. Okay, so just have an update of the scores as they are going at the moment. So the games are currently going at the moment. So the Texans have managed to take the lead over the Las Vegas Raiders. They're now winning 2017. I mean, you've just got to wonder if Josh McDaniels is going to last more than a season in Las Vegas. They put a lot of things in place. The team on paper looks very good. Pulling Devontae Adams across there to work with Derek Carr. And they're just not performing consistently enough. See if they can turn it around in the final quarter of that game. The Jets are still holding on against the Broncos, 10-9. As I previously mentioned, the Broncos are starting Brett Ripien today at quarterback. Russell Wilson's out with a hamstring injury. The Seahawks are beating the Los Angeles Chargers 24-14, which is getting towards the end of that second quarter. And in our game, obviously, we've got 13 to the Chiefs over the 49ers as well. We had some interesting results earlier in today's game as well. So we had the Ravens outlasting the Browns 23-20. Panthers pulling off the shock beating down of the Buccaneers 21-3. The Bengals hammering the Falcons 35-17. The Cowboys beating the Lions 76. Jacksonville 17-23 against the Giants. And then the Commanders, again, pulling off a shot win over the struggling on offense Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, again, today did not look happy with the offense. And for a long period of that game, was struggling to find his receivers. make the completions. So it'd be interesting to see if they do make moves before the trade deadline. So the second half has kicked off in our game. Chiefs have the ball. It looks like a strong return. An excellent. Oh, and that's probably going to be an extra 15 yards on the end of that. A fantastic return there. Sweeping all the way across the field, finding a seam. And then a really silly shove out of bounds at the end after he'd already crossed the halfway line. Puts the Chiefs in fantastic field position. So here we go. The Chiefs have got the ball already on the 49ers' 33-yard line. And that's a 2-yard gains up the middle. We'll bring up 2nd and 8. Okay, we go. 2nd and 7. 49ers 30-yard line for the Chiefs. Ball snapped to Mahomes, lofted up in the air, back shoulder throw. And it's a great catch down to the 49ers 15-yard line. So the Chiefs already into the red zone. The momentum all of a sudden all with the Chiefs on this one. Ball snapped, hands off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he's in. Are there any flags? No flags. So we have a Chiefs touchdown. That extends the lead to 20-13 with the extra point pending. Just a sweep right from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Sorry, I'm in the line.
Nice extra point pending for Butker. And he puts it straight through the middle, and that's an extra point. So we are now leading 21-13 for the Chiefs.
Go Chiefs!
If you haven't already heard, Andy has now joined us. He's managed to make it back from, what's the band? What's your band called?
Brooke Williams.
Brooke Williams, the acoustic guitarist.
There was a raffle at half time.
And there was a raffle at half time as well. Did you win?
My mum won.
Oh.
Got some rosé wine.
Oh, we won some rosé wine as well.
Just direct all your pasty related questions in the comments to me.
Okay. If we do have any pasty related questions from earlier, if you are joining us now, the pasties seem to be a top choice as an NFL snack here in the UK. If you have any more questions about Cornish pasties, then please pass them on, and I will pass them on to Andy, aka Mr. Irrelevant, for you.
How's Christian been doing?
Good.
Yeah. Jimmy been sacked twice, that I heard you say.
So remember, if you are just joining us, we're NFL UK Ops. If you're not already, please hit the subscribe button, click the like button as well. We appreciate all the support on here. Just let us know where you're watching the game from, who your team is, and we can make sure we bring that up on the screen for you, and we can discuss that moving forward. So here in our game, the Chiefs have now taken a 21-13 lead and have all the momentum after a crazy last 2 minutes at the end of the half, where a lot of points were left on the field. Now it's all for the 49ers to try and seize that momentum back on their next possession. After playing pretty well so far, it's about making sure that they keep hold of the ball and make sure they put points on the board on this possession. Thanks. And pizza has arrived.
Thank you.
I ain't got to share this, have I?
Yes.
And I've got to share my pizza. Typical. So if you are enjoying the snack, make sure you let us know in the comments what snacks it is you are enjoying during this game. And the Chiefs just kicked off. And a great coverage from the kicking team there. Yeah, do I take these slices off there?
She sliced it. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'll just take 2. Is that all right?
You take 3, mate, if you're hungry.
I'll leave it on there for now.
Okay.
Thanks. I want to go.
Let's here we go then. 49ers, what can you do? On their own 17-yard line, I formation. Hands off to McCaffrey, and he is absolutely stuffed for no gain.
How many yards did you run for?
We're doing pretty well in first half. Okay, 2nd and 10. And it's an incomplete pass. Pressure's building on the 49ers now.
Stuff close.
So 3rd and 10. Snap to Garoppolo. Finds Juszczyk. And he manages to break a tackle for the first down. 49ers really needed that.
You got his finger. Got his finger. Who is it?
Looks like he has hurt his hand. That's Juszczyk. The 49ers really, really needed that. Get checked on the sideline now. Here we go, 1st and 10. It's handoff. Great move up the middle. And pushing forward. So the 49ers move to near halfway and have a new first down as well.
Wilson.
Great move inside by Wilson there. And then finished in the run strong as well. We go 1st down, just inside their own half of the 49ers. Another handoff to Wilson. And he's stuffed this time for a minimal gain, 2 or 3 yard gain there, but they are into the Chiefs' half.
Ooh.
Looks like Juszczyk might have dislocated a finger. Snap to Garoppolo. Short throw, Deebo Samuel. Minimal gain, about 3 yards. Again, 49ers into third down. Need a conversion here. You're 3rd and 4. Snap back to Garoppolo. Handoff on the draw. And it's 1st down and more for Wilson. He's been a workhorse on this drive. It's about a 10-yard gain there. And a new set of downs for the 49ers. Driving very nicely. Now Andy's stealing more of my pizza.
Getting in your line.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. You safe at Dolphins game?
What, are you going to talk through that as well?
No, I'm not. I'm not bored people and talk through the Dolphins game as well. Snap back to Garoppolo. He's found Ayuk for a 5-yard gain on an out.
$52 total yards isn't amazing, is it?
Sort of 8 touches. Here we go, 2nd down. Handoff up the middle. Oh, but Wilson has been stuffed in the backfield this time. It's a 2-yard loss. And again, puts pressure on the 49ers going into 3rd down. Third and 7 for the 49ers now. Jimmy G in the shotgun. Throw up the middle. Looks like there might be a flag.
Nah.
See if it's on offense or defense. 49ers need this to keep the drive alive. Oh, it's his 4th down. It was on the offense. So it looks like it's going to be a punt for the 49ers. Exactly what they didn't need. So they are going to kick a long field goal. Gold, a very reliable kicker. Let's have a look. 49-yard kick. It's up. And good. Straight down the middle with plenty of leg. 21-16 now.
Robbie Gold.
Robbie Gold.
Robbie Golden Retriever. Oh, my God.
Sorry, Andy's just realised that in our dog names that we're coming up for NFL players, he just realised Robbie Golden Retriever. Missed that one.
You're not going to beat Jamar Chase.
And so we've got a tight game, 21-16. A very, very good game. And had we not had the craziness at the end of the first half, the score would likely be higher, but still very, very close. All to play for in this game. Very, very close game.
Difficult one to pick this as well.
Yeah, it has been.
They've both got very similar jerseys, so I'm screwed. Oh, Groskowski.
Did you see Panthers won 21-3
Did they?
against the Buccaneers?
No, Tom's sulking, isn't he? Not getting any at all.
The worst thing was right at the start, first drive, he threw one deep and Mike Evans was wide open. Literally, the defender fell over. He was wide open, reached out, hit his hands, and he went like that, and it fell out. And from that moment on,
I bet Brady's
shocking.
Red, didn't
He didn't look happy. I think he might have slammed his helmet down once or twice today.
Well, that's another 15-second video feed next week. Section of Tom Brady slamming his helmet down.
So let's see if the 49ers can stop the Chiefs on this next drive. The Chiefs are yet to punt in this game. And the kick goes back out the end of the end zone, so the Chiefs will start at the 25-yard line. Just a score update for you as well. The Raiders have taken the lead over the Texans, so they're now winning 24-20 with 9 minutes left in that game.
You're doing a red zone as well.
Why not? Let's hand off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the middle for about an 8-yard gain. So you're 2nd and 4 for the Chiefs. Lofted pass, finds Kelsey in the middle, jump ball, completely outmuscles the defense and gets them to midfield.
What a great throw.
Handoff in the middle, 3-yard gain for the Chiefs. Puts them into 49ers territory. So 2nd and 6 just inside the Chiefs, it's just inside the 49ers half for the Chiefs. Throw out wide, Mecole Hardman, 3-yard gain, brings up 3rd down. 49ers really need to stop here.
Come on, Pat.
Nice throw and catch, and that's about a 15-yard gain. Mahomes, Smith-Schuster. keeping the drive alive. The 49ers haven't really found a way to stop Mahomes in this game so far. So just inside the 30-yard line of the 49ers, Chiefs in I formation. Play action. Underthrown by Mahomes, but there is a flag. It's holding on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. First and 20. Quick throw from Mahomes behind the receiver, though. Incomplete. Go injured 49er. And we have a timeout. So if anyone is just joining us, just have a talk about how your team has done today or this season. So we've got a shout out section. If you want to shout out your team for what they're doing well this season, how they performed today, or this is also a space if you want to have a moan, a grumble, a rant about how terrible your team has been today, Bucs fans, then please let us know. Talking just on the Bucs situation at the moment, what are the Bucs going to do at the minute? Because Tom Brady doesn't seem happy on or off the field at the moment. The offense isn't moving anywhere, and they've just been beaten by a team in the Panthers who are in self-destruct mode. So there are massive, massive issues for a team that was supposed to be Super Bowl contenders this year. So let us know if you are a Buccaneers fan. Let us know what the issue is and how it's going to be fixed.
Should get Gronk and Edelman to move in with Tom to the end of the season.
Well, fully expecting Edelman to. I was expecting Edelman to sign with the Buccaneers at some point this season. He did say that he'd be ready to join a Super Bowl contending team at some point as a free agent.
Not the Buccaneers.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit like Eric Weddle did with the LA Rams last year, but Buccaneers don't look like they fit that sort of bill. So it'll be interesting if Julian Edelman does make a comeback this season. Big ass. I mean, it's hard to imagine Edelman in any other jersey other than the Patriots. But are the Patriots going to be Super Bowl contenders this year? Probably not.
If I was the Bucs manager, I'd be ringing up Edelman saying, "Get down here, move in with Tom, bring your Nerf guns, cheer him up." What's that on his leg? The ice pack.
Okay, so a 2nd and 20, just inside the 40-yard line of the 49ers. Mahomes takes a snap. Under massive pressure. Just about gets the ball back to the line of scrimmage, running backwards. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 20.
Come on,
this
Patrick.
Could be the momentum changer that the 49ers need. Finally getting some pressure to Mahomes and forcing him to just about throw it away. So here we go, 3rd and 20, just inside the 40-yard line of the 49ers. Mahomes in shotgun, everyone spread out wide. Thrown short on a screen. And somehow McKinnon has taken the screen with excellent blocking and taken it inside the 10-yard line of the 49ers. What a backbreaker for the 49ers there. Had Mahomes in 3rd and 20. Excellent screen there by the Chiefs and fantastic blocking up front. McKinnon found a seam and broke inside, right down inside the 5-yard line of the 49ers. 1st and goal. Mahomes takes the snap and he finds Watson in the back of the end zone. So you know what that means. It's a Chiefs touchdown. It is 27-16 to the Chiefs now. Took his time, had Watson coming across the field in the back of the end zone. Beat his man in coverage. Easy pitch and catch. Extra point pending. And Butker kicks it straight through the middle. So that takes the score to 28-16 to the Chiefs. The 49ers have to respond now. This is it. And that's just how quick Patrick Mahomes can take the game, and the Chiefs offense can take the game away from you. The 49ers started this game so well, moving the ball very well, seemed to contain Mahomes enough during that first half. But now the second half, seeing the Chiefs score 2 touchdowns in 2 drives, and now they're starting to pull away in this game. The 49ers have to score a touchdown on this drive to gain any momentum for the rest of this game. Otherwise, Mr. Irrelevant, his prediction could come true. I'm pretty sure he predicted something like 45-21, which I had a bit of a laugh to myself, as I'm sure some other people did when I put the prediction scores on earlier. But it's got that potential now. If the 49ers don't find a response in this on this drive, this score could quite easily get out of hand now.
And your apology will be accepted.
Just to give you a score update as well, the Las Vegas Raiders have extended their lead now to 31-20 over the Texans. There's 6 minutes left in that game, but it looks like they have taken control of a very close game from after the first half. The Seahawks are still beating the Chargers 24-14.
Boo.
And the Jets are still holding on in a thrilling 10-9 game over the Broncos. Remember, it's the Russell Wilson-less Broncos today, as he's out with a hamstring injury. It's just started in the 4th quarter, that one, so we'll see who might come out on top. The Jets are performing pretty well after that win last week over the Packers. And just remember, if you haven't already, like that subscribe button like Gronkowski and hit that like button like Henry. Thank you. And the kickoff has been kneeled down in the end zone, so the 49ers are going to start with the ball on their own 25-yard line. They have to put something together here. So here we go. First down, I formation for the 49ers. Play action. And Jimmy G finds Ayuk for about 15-yard gain there. There is a flag. And it was holding on the 49ers. So that's going to back them up another 10 yards. Niners and Jimmy G with everything to do now. Ball snaps. Short pass over the middle, but well fought by Brandon Ayuk for a 13 or 14-yard gain there. He's gained a lot of the penalty yardage back. Okay, so 2nd and 6 for the 49ers. It's a play action pass. Lofted up for Kittle, but battered away. Oh, no, but there is a flag.
No way.
Looks like it could be pass interference against the Chiefs here.
I thought it was good defending.
Looks like the Chiefs player didn't really make a play on the ball. Bit too handsy. We'll go 1st and 10. 42-yard line of the 49ers. And it's a handoff. Well worked by Wilson. That's a first down and more, but there is another flag. There's been a lot of flags in this game. A lot of penalty yardage. The coaches are not going to be happy after this game. Camera now on Kyle Shanahan shaking his head. Not impressed. So it's holding on 2 players, not just 1 player of the 49ers.
Did they have 2 penalties together?
You can't accept 1.
No.
So we go back to 1st and 20 for the 49ers. Struggling to get any momentum in this game now. And they backed up right to their own 32-yard line. Jimmy G under pressure. He's found McCaffrey. Ducked under 1 tackle. Again, he's gained probably about 10 or 11 yards back. Garoppolo hit pretty hard there, but did manage to get the ball off. Nice move by McCaffrey. We go 2nd and 9 for the 49ers. Great pitch and catch, and it is a first down for Jennings. That's exactly what the 49ers need. Need to keep this ball moving. Only 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter now. Down 12 points. the Chiefs seem to be bringing a lot of pressure now on Jimmy G. Play action pass, lofted up. George Kittle, 15-yard gain there. Well done, well played off the play action pass. I have to check the stats because, as I said earlier, there's definitely a battle going on for National Tight Ends Day. George Kittle and Travis Kelce must have very similar stats now. In fact, you can check that out if you like.
I haven't got much left on my file. What do I need to do?
Travis Kelce and George Kittle.
What,
And so that is the
stats?
end. That is the end of the third quarter. 28-16.
Stats.
For this game.
All right, I see. Sorry. I was going to say, these are going to be changing all the time.
Just talk about National Tight Ends Day. Let us know in the comments who you believe to be the greatest tight end of all time. So far we've heard of, obviously, Rob Gronkowski. We've had Mike Ditka. We've had Zach Ertz as well. So if you've got a different opinion, let us know in the comments who you think is the greatest tight end of all time.
Are you just wanting yards?
Yeah.
98 yards tonight.
Who's that?
Kelce.
Yep.
And who's the other guy we want to know?
Kittle.
83 yards. I don't know how up to date these things are. I presume they get updated as they go.
So it's quite close in that tight end battle of today's game, with Travis Kelce at 98 yards receiving and George Kittle at 83 yards receiving, with 1 quarter left in the game. And as I said earlier, I'm pretty sure there'll be some sort of wager going between those two. So as we head into the fourth quarter, the 49ers have to find a way to get into the end zone on this drive. If they don't, it's hard to see how they're going to come back in this game. They haven't managed to make the Chiefs punt in this game so far. So just for going to the fourth quarter, just to give you an update on the late game scores, the Raiders have scored another touchdown now and extended their lead to 38-20. Looks like they've taken control of that game and will come away victorious. The Jets have extended their lead to 13-9 with a field goal. Seahawks are 24-14 up still. Here we go. Jimmy G taking the snap and finding Brandon Ayuk for a first down. And they're just inside the red zone now and needing to punch this in. So just inside the 15-yard line of the Chiefs. Play action pass, plenty of time. Bit off with the pass there, Jimmy G. Bit off with the pass.
If they get a touchdown, will they go for a 2-pointer?
No, I don't think so.
That's a pay. Make a difference. 24.
So here we go, 2nd and 10. Ball snapped. Jimmy G's under pressure. Oh, and he has found an open receiver, and Wilson has dropped it.
Sailed past.
Which Wilson was surely scored a touchdown if he'd have managed to pull that in. Well played by Jimmy G there, under pressure. Found the open man, and it slipped through his fingers on the run.
Oh.
It was a surefire touchdown as well. Exactly what the 49ers needed. There we go, 3rd and 10. Ball snapped. Jimmy G lofted it up in the air, and it is being found by George Kittle. It's National Tight Ends Day. There you go. He's managed to find the end zone. And here we go. We have a game. 49ers touchdown. 28-22 with the extra point pending. Exactly what we needed as a neutral. Completely outmuscled the defender. Great throw by Jimmy G. And we have a game. Extra point pending from Robbie Gould here. Under pressure, but it does go through. And that's 28-23. But now the 49ers have to find a way to stop Patrick Mahomes on this drive. So there we go. Let's know in the comments, what can the 49ers do to stop Patrick Mahomes and this Chiefs offense? Because they have not managed to do that so far in today's game, except when the Chiefs have sort of damaged themselves with Mahomes' interception at the beginning of the game, a misread, and then Sky Moore's muffed punt at the end of the second half, at the end of the second quarter, rather. Apart from that, they've not been able to stop this Chiefs offense. Checking the scores. In this window of games. The Raiders are still beating the Texans 38-20. There's about 1 minute and 20 seconds left in that game, so it looks like the Raiders will come away as winners in that one. The Jets are holding on to a 13-9 lead over the Broncos. And the Seahawks have extended their lead to 27-14 over the LA Chargers as well, coming to the end of the third quarter. So we go with the kickoff for the 49ers. He just about managed to catch it in the corner. It was a really good kick. Almost pinned the Chiefs right down inside the 5-yard line there. But he just about managed to make it out to about the 20-yard line. So here we go. Mahomes and the Chiefs on their own 20-yard line. Takes the snap. And he's under pressure, and he's hit from behind. Nick Bosa. The 49ers happy to have him back on defense. This is exactly what they needed, but they cannot let Mahomes get out of this. They've let the Chiefs and Mahomes convert 3rd and 20 on the previous drive. They need to not let that happen here. Excellent fighting from Nick Bosa to get around the edge and get the sack there. 2nd and 16 now from the Chiefs' own 14-yard line. Can the 49ers get a stop? It's a handoff. And about 4-yard gain there. It will bring up 3rd and 12. This is it for the 49ers. There's about 13 minutes left in this game, but you can see this is the opportunity to get the Chiefs off the field and get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. So we've got 3rd and 11.
Come on, Mahomes.
The fans are going crazy, hoping to try and get the defense to get that stop that they so desperately need. Mahomes takes a step. He's going deep. He's got a guy wide open. And he's made the reception. Valdes-Scantling somehow has beat his man and got wide open behind the defense. He just runs straight past his corner. Fantastic throw by Mahomes. And to be fair, probably should have been a touchdown. So the Chiefs inside the 25-yard line of the 49ers. Toss play out to Edwards-Helaire, only for a short gain. Now, it's damage limitation now for the 49ers. Have to hold them to a field goal. Here we go, 2nd and 9. About 11 and a half minutes left in the game. 49ers need to hold. Back to Mahomes. Go pass over the middle. A broken tackle, 2 broken tackles, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. The 1st and goal. So Smith-Schuster got the ball over the middle and gained an extra 10 yards there. 1st and goal to the Chiefs. 3 yards out. It's a handoff to Hardman on the sweep, and he steps in easily. There you go. It is a Chiefs touchdown. That extends the lead to 34-23 to the Chiefs. Could that be the backbreaker of the 49ers?
Just a touchdown and a field goal for the Chiefs. I'll be almost right.
Too easy for the Chiefs there. The 49ers haven't had many answers to this Chiefs offense in this game. Extra points is through. So we have 35-23 game. And now the pressure back on Jimmy G and that offense of the 49ers. There we go. So back to a 12-point game. And the 49ers have to find, again, keep on repeating myself, they have to find a way to get a touchdown on this drive and then get a stop. So, again, just to update you, the Raiders game has gone final. So, the Raiders have come out victorious in that one, 38-20. The Jets have extended their lead again with another field goal. So, they are now leading 16-9 over the Russell Wilson-less Broncos. And the Seahawks, just going into the fourth quarter, are still leading 27-14 over the LA Chargers. And of course, in our game, the Chiefs have stretched their lead to 35-23 over the 49ers. So we go a kickoff for the Chiefs. Booker kicks it high. They have decided to return. Looks like a decent return and up to the 28-yard line of the 49ers. But there is a flag, which usually does go against the return team. And it is against the return team, and that's going to set the 49ers back. So that will make it 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line, and everything to do. It looks like he's offside. Good catch by Kittle for 4-yard gain. I think the Chiefs are offside there. I think they're going to start bringing the heat on Jimmy G now. So we go 1st and 5 from their own 10-yard line for the 49ers. Hand off to McCaffrey. Going absolutely nowhere. Getting twisted about. Not what they want to see. We just get up fine. Clock ticking just underneath 10 minutes now. So we go 2nd and 6. Oh, and Jimmy stepped up and didn't seem to see the player was stood right in front of him and has just taken a huge hit from Clark. Jimmy G took the snap, looked to pass, looked to step up and then potentially run, and then ran straight into Frank Clark by the looks of it. Yeah. So 3rd and 9.
This is big.
He's being chased.
Jimmy!
Oh, Jimmy G has been sacked in his own end zone. That is a safety. And that is just added 2 more points onto the Chiefs score. That makes it 37-23. The left tackle got completely ran around by Frank Clark, and Jimmy G never saw it coming. Sacked in the end zone, 37-23. This game could be over. So now the 49ers have got to punt the ball or kick the ball back to the Chiefs for them to possess. Frank Clark just completely outran left tackle Williams on that play. Completely outran him on the outside. Jimmy G never stood a chance in his own end zone. So the punt is up. Received at the 25-yard line of the Chiefs. Hardman making some moves, not really going anywhere, and is hit. Just over 8.5 minutes left in this game. And now the 49ers really need a turnover. They're going to have to do something they haven't done all game, and that is stop Mahomes and this Chief offense and make them punt or get that turnover. So we go. The Chiefs on their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Ball snapped, handoff up the middle for about a 5-yard gain there. So we go 2nd and 4. Another handoff. Run to the left. Plenty of space. An easy 15-yard gain there. The Chiefs are already at halfway. So 1st and 10 at midfield for the Chiefs. Another handoff. Run to the left.
Got speed, that kid.
But there is a flag. It was a 1st down run to the left, but there is a flag. This could be coming back for holding. It is definitely on Joe Tooney, I think.
WWE
was grappling. So it's 1st and 20. 49ers have to get a stop. They have to force something here. Play action pass.
Oh dear.
And it's incomplete.
It's nice to see Mahomes do that.
Mahomes tried to sidearm it around a defender, but it was battered down.
Bend it like Beckham.
Second and 20, just under 7 minutes remaining in this game. 49ers need a stop.
Mahomes will do this. Come on.
Snap to Mahomes. Scrambles to the right. Easy throw and catch. Smith-Schuster for about 14-yard gain. So 3rd and 6. A huge play for the 49ers now. Just under 6.5 minutes remaining. They have to get a stop here. This is the play. Ball snapped. Mahomes with plenty of time.
Good night.
Smith-Schuster, huge space in the middle, still going, and runs into the end zone. No flags. No flags. Touchdown to the Chiefs, and that extends the lead to 43-23. And now Mr. Irrelevant is looking very smug in the corner.
Woo-hoo!
As the score is 43-23 with the extra point pending, and he's got to be very close. I can't remember the exact score that Mr. Irrelevant had.
45-24, I think that's it.
45-24, Mr. Irrelevant predicted, and we're now at 43-23. I mean, sometimes you have to take your hat off to the insanity.
Jerseys don't lie.
And Butker kicks the extra point through, and that is now 44-23. And I think that is likely game over. The 49ers defense, which it should be on paper, is a top 5 defense and has got Nick Bosa and Williams back today, but still has not been able to, apart from on that first drive with the interception of Mahomes, have not been able to stop this Kansas City Chiefs offense. The Chiefs team have not had to punt all game. And just an update again of the current scores. The Jets are still holding on at 16-9. Just under 2 minutes remaining of that. That could be going final.
They're not holding on, they're winning. Simples.
As Mr. Velvet says. And the Seahawks are still beating the LA Chargers. The score's been shortened. Looks like there's been a safety in that game as well. It's 27-16 now to the Seahawks. Seahawks have got the ball with 10 minutes left in that game. So again, just to give you an update of the earlier game. So it was wins for the Baltimore Ravens, Carolina Panthers over the Buccaneers, the Bengals over the Falcons, Cowboys over the Lions, the Giants over the Jaguars, the Commanders over the Packers, and the Titans over the Colts. In the late games, the Raiders have beaten the Texans. The Jets are hold on to a win against the Broncos. In our game, it looks like domination now for the Chiefs over the 49ers, and the Seahawks are up by 2 scores over the LA Chargers. The ball has been kicked into the end zone by the Chiefs, and the 49ers will start on the 25-yard line, needing an absolute miracle. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. 6 minutes left on their own 25-yard line. Ball snapped. Pass to Deebo Samuel. About a 9-yard gain. Into hurry-up mode now. No surprises. Pass from Jimmy G behind Deebo Samuel on that occasion. Incomplete. 3rd and 1 now. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. And we have a quarterback sneak there from Jimmy G to pick up the 1st down. Need to hurry up. Ball snapped. Pass from Jimmy G over the middle. 8-yard game. Car use check. Hurrying to the line. Ish. Snapped. Jimmy G on the scramble. It's a 1st down at least and a slide. But there is a flag. And it looks like it might be coming back. And it is. Holding again on the 49ers. Too many penalties in this game. Although it did look like Frank Clark, did have one of the 49ers in a chokehold there. So it's 2nd and 12 for the 49ers. Just under 5 minutes remaining. We've got a snap to Jimmy. Pass out to Juszczyk. Good move.
Terrible tackle.
He's picked up about 9 yards there. That brings up 3rd down. Rushing to the line. Snapped. Pass wide open to Jennings. Into Chiefs territory. 1st down. Again, rushing to the line.
Not really, are they? They need to hurry up.
Jimmy G under pressure. And I think the ball might be out. And the ball is out. Jimmy G sacked. The ball is swiped out. And the Chiefs have recovered it. This really could be the end.
There's no way he was swiped passing that. No way that was a forward pass.
And Chris Jones swipes the ball out of Jimmy G's hands, and that is game over. Now, just as we said, do the Chiefs want to put more points? So the Chiefs going to go for 50. That's the last remaining question in this game, really. Do they want to put 50 on the 49ers? Let's just check out the remaining games in the NFL.
Mahomes didn't play.
Okay, so the remaining 4 minutes, Chad Henne has stepped in to take over the quarterback role from Patrick Mahomes. He has his pass battered down on the first play.
I mean, stick Patrick back in again. Bloody Commanders over the Packers. Did you pick Commanders over Packers? Good.
So it's second down. It's a handoff to the left for about a 3-yard gain. We'll bring up 3rd and 7. Just under 4 minutes left. In the remaining games, the Jets are going to win 16-9 against the Broncos. The Seahawks are up 30-16 against the LA Chargers with about 8 minutes left. The Chargers do have the ball in Seattle territory, though. And then our game, which is pretty much over, the Chiefs 44-23 lead.
That waterway looked terrifying when Garoppolo walked past him there.
So we have a timeout again. The Chiefs timeout. Obviously, weren't set with something.
Oh, God. 6 o'clock games are a bit shit.
Won't be a more. So we're against Jets next week, I think. The snap to Henne, short pass over the middle. The target was Kelsey, incomplete. And I think the 49ers have actually managed to stop the Kansas City Chiefs, albeit without Patrick Mahomes playing.
Andy Reid's playing quarterback.
And so for the first time in the game, the Chiefs are going to punt. And the punt is up. Fair catch called and caught at the 15-yard line of 49ers.
Who's that guy? Oh, looks like he should be the new Aquaman. Did you see him? He was next to Dexter.
So Jimmy G is now out of the game. Is that Purdy? Purdy in the game now. 15-yard completion. 20-yard completion, rather. Purdy's on the move.
Go on, Purdy.
And he's oversailed his receiver.
Purdy's peaked. He's had his Zappy moment now. That's it. He's done.
Purdy looks a bit like Zappy, actually. Or Zappy looks like Purdy. So just over 3 minutes left in the game. And Purdy's on the move.
Oh.
Scrambling around. Tucks it. for a 1 yard gain. A lot of effort for 1 yard gain.
They should have just run in the first place instead of asking about.
To go. Snaps Purdy. Pitch and catch to Brandon Ayuk. Close to the first down.
Sure. Oh, maybe not.
They've given him the first down. They've been very generous.
Those
Snap back.
Terrible.
Oh, and it's a drop by Jennings. Takes the second down and 10. The Jets score has just gone final, by the way. 16-9 to the Jets. So Ripien was not able to come in and get the win to replace Russell Wilson. Seahawks are still winning 30-16 over the Chargers. Purdy takes the snap. Oversails his receiver.
Is he not playing either? It's a bit harsh.
I think they've taken 49ers have taken all the starting players off now.
Don't want any injuries. It really is the B team. Can't throw, can't catch.
Snap back to Purdy. Deep throw. Good catch.
Go on.
Good move from McLeod, who caught a touchdown earlier.
The 49ers center just really weak snaps.
So that takes us down to the 2-minute warning. Chiefs 44, 49ers 23. And there's been score updates in the Seahawks and Chargers game. The Seahawks have now extended their lead to 36-16 over the Chargers. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know what's happening with the NFL season this season.
There's hope for me yet.
So as we get to the end of this game, let us know who you think has been the player of the game, who's made the difference maker of the game. Let us know in the comments, and we'll give a shout out to that at the end. So we go just inside the 2 minutes remaining in the game. First 10 to the 49ers.
Feeble snap.
And it's almost an interception thrown by Purdy, but it falls incomplete just in front of the Chiefs defender.
Maybe Purdy can't catch very well. Watch these snaps. Why are you throwing it for Penny?
So we go, it's 2nd and 10. Purdy finds a receiver, McLeod, over the middle of the field into the red zone. Fantastic catch by McLeod there. Hurry up to the line. Ball snapped into the end zone to a wide open Chiefs defender in the end zone. Intercepted. And that should be just about it. Completely oversailed his receiver there. This landed straight into the hands of Thornhill in the end zone. Chiefs in victory formation. Knee taken by Chad Henne. Thankfully, no timeout taken by 49ers. Chiefs have an interesting schedule coming up. Titans, Jaguars, Chargers and Rams. Some good games in there.
Nobody challenging them. Chiefs roll.
Back into victory formation. Knee taken. Patrick Mahomes has won 56 out of his 70 starts for the Chiefs. And back to victory formation. And I think that is it. The Chiefs prevail 44-23 over the 49ers. And what ended up being a complete domination in the second half, to be honest. So as Andy's called it, and I would agreed on this, that Mahomes has been the difference maker in this game. After that early interception and error, he's completely dominated and manoeuvred the 49ers defense. The 49ers have had absolutely no answer all game for the Mahomes-led offense. And that has led to the Chiefs coming out on top in this game, 44-23. So thank you very much for everybody that has joined us during the game. We really appreciate your support, not just in the stream, but for people that are watching our videos, sharing, liking, subscribing. We really appreciate it. One final time. Spike that subscribe button like Gronkowski and hit that like button like Henry. And this week, we've also got a video, an episode coming out tomorrow, which has a look at the Bailey Zappi, Mac Jones situation in New England. So make sure you look out for that. We've got some Halloween-themed shorts and videos coming out this week. And also check out our London Games video with a Halloween twist ready for next week as the game comes back to Wembley in the UK. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.